Well, the big question is do you really think that Reverend Al Sharpton is really still a vital part and a vital leader in our community? Where are you at? Where do you be at? What do you be doing without all these things going on? You want to sit down with the CEO of Target and talk about DEI being cut? All they did was rebrand their diversity program. They didn't get rid of it and cut it. They said everybody's included. Everybody can come to Target and shop. Everybody. How more inclusive can you get? Besides everybody, outside of everybody, who else is there that you want to include, right? And if they did take products off the shelf, it's a business. If you ain't making money, you're investing in putting these businesses on yourselves, and these businesses are not making money, because you know what else is true? Black people don't shop at Target in large numbers. You walk into a Target, you see a sprinkle of black people here and there. Most of them work there. You might see one or two up and down the aisle, but in large, you want to say shop and buy black. Support black business entrepreneurs. And then you go and you see their products on the shelf at Target and they're not moving because black people don't go to Target. Okay, Walmart wants to cut their thing. Okay, a lot of black people shop at fucking Walmart. What is the point of going to sit down and talk to the CEO, and why do we care? Why do we care that you want to boycott Target where we don't even go shop in the first place? What is your goal here? These people are simply making a business decision to keep their business alive and keep their business growth so they can continue to hire and help the community that like they have been doing. Black people work at Target. Are they not important? What happens when you boycott and your boycott actually works and they start losing money? Who gets cut first when job cuts happen? Who's first on the chopping block? All these black people that they hire and work and got families to feed, or even just getting through college or just starting out their first job or whatnot. Now their experiences is cut short because you're mad because you don't understand rebranding, repositioning, reevaluating. You don't understand that, so now they gotta suffer. Target has to suffer. Shit rolls downhill. So while y'all over here boycotting, Target's losing money, they're gonna start having to make job cuts. And all your young people, all the people that you know that are starting out getting jobs or whatever, are you gonna hire them? No, because we don't have industries like Target. We don't have companies like Target or Walmart to go and hire a mass amount of people. We spend most of our energy on trying to destroy and cut down everybody else. We want to cancel everybody because they don't align with us. If they don't align with us, why are you not meeting with fucking Tyler Perry or something and going to figure out how to start your own Target? How do you think Walmart got started? He worked at Kmart. He didn't like the way that they treated the customers. So he went and started Walmart. He said, fuck this store. And he went and opened Walmart. Why are we sitting down with Target talking about your diversity program as if the DEI was really beneficial to us in the first place? Go ahead and cut that shit. It's not helping us. It's not doing nothing for us. Black people don't even shop at Target, like I said. If anything, DEI was hurting their black employees or maybe their female employees because DEI was mainly trying to get white women into work. So now it eliminates and it cuts that. So maybe more black people can get hired. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not an economist. But from the surface, it just looks like this is a ridiculous fight that we're fighting, trying to cut Target, one of the largest retailers. I believe it's because they aligned with Trump. Trump said we're going to do this, and so they said, okay, that's what we're going to do. And they did it. But it wasn't serving nobody in the first place. It was all a PR stunt in the first place. DEI was just a PR stunt from jump. Yeah, I understand that it started years and years and years ago, but recently it resurfaced because there was a lot of tension going on within the community, racial tension going on. And so people that adopted the DEI program stepped in and started blasting it out to everybody. We're gonna up our DEI initiative. We're gonna increase what we do. We want people to see that we love black people, that we care for black people. It was all a stunt in the first place. And again, we don't have to boycott anybody to make ourselves better. We can go and create our own businesses and support our own businesses and have companies and industries that can hire thousands of black people, and we can start building up our own economy. It's almost like y'all don't really want that. Y'all just want to have a reason to fight about something. and have a reason to argue about something. What you really need to do is stop gatekeeping and stop just trying to enrich your friends, so your whole circle of friends that can say that they got it like that, so y'all can go flex and floss on another black person and do something that benefits the masses of people, not just the 20 people in your group, not just the 20 friends that you have and you want to enrich them. Sprinkle the crumbs down to everybody else to say that you're helping. Don't act like you motherfuckers are not out here on some business loans, on some grant money, doing the bare minimum of what you need to do with that grant money and pocketing the rest. We're not gonna act stupid. If you guys are actually honest and built communities like you said you was when you submitted this information to the government, to the grant people, we'd actually be better off. Look at Black Lives Matter, right? How is the community better off? They used the death of a black man, again, riding our shoulders, riding our backs as black men, to enrich themselves, to enrich their friends, to enrich their families, to buy fancy ass cars and big ass mansions and shit. But still, black kids can't read. They're failing in school. They're testing terribly in school. Nobody's got a job. Our single parent households are increasing by the day, by the hour, right? So many kids being born without stable homes. They're growing up in unstable situations. They're angry, they're mad, they're pissed off. And the money that you were given to go and help these people, you went and bought fucking 4 or 5 mansions. Paid people salaries for a year or so. Just paid them. We trust that you're gonna do the work on the back end. So miss me with this fake outrage that everybody's got. Talking about DEI. Reverend Al Sharpton. You're out of touch, brother. I want to see the meeting where you sit down and talk to some of these billionaires and some of these rich people that we have, and not just open up another school, open up a chain of grocery stores, of markets. We got so many black people out here that make their own clothes. They're into fashion, shoes. Where's the outlet for that? Where is the chain where they can say, here is my product, can you put this on your shelves at your store? Why don't we have 50, at least 50 of them in each state, one in each state? Big ass fucking, I don't know, there's Walmart, there's Target. Why don't we have something that can compete? You tell people not to shop at these places, but there's no alternative. Where's the alternative? I don't see none. I don't see no alternatives to this stuff, nowhere. So before y'all go and start following Reverend Al Sharpton into Costco just because of our emotions, just because we feel like somebody offended us. And the reason that we feel offended is because we don't understand the full scope of the situation. And we go off of emotional sound bites that we see on the internet, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. We get all emotional about somebody that come in here that is looking for a viral moment, a viral clip, and attacking you emotionally. They're attacking you emotionally. And so when you see them come on here, the Roland Martins come on here, right, and say that we're going to be back in chains and we're going to be slaves again. Donald Trump is bringing back segregation and whatnot, white-only restaurants and shit again. Before y'all get mad, because history tells us that we should be mad about that. But really, if you just think about it, what's wrong with some little bit of segregation? You know, you have this over here. You just got to learn how to be better stewards of what you have. That's the bottom line. You need to be better stewards with what you got. We don't need nobody to come in and rescue us. You just need to take care of your communities. You need to take care of your people. You need to take care of your families. You need to take care of your own citizens. You need to be able to compete in this market, in this country. We need to be able to compete and stop asking for participation trophies. We want to get a head start instead of just competing. Now y'all gonna kill me on that part, the head start part. I get it. They've had a head start for our 400 years. No, they have not had a head start for 400 years. It's only been about 100 years, right? And then when they gave us our opportunity, you know what we did? We told Martin Luther King to go tell them that we want to sit at their table. Thanks for giving us our own table. Thanks for giving us our own opportunity to build ourselves up and get away from you guys that have been mistreating us for years, for decades. You've been mistreating us and whipping us and killing us and hanging us. And then finally they said, y'all go on over there. We don't want to do this to y'all no more. Y'all going over there, build what you gonna do, compete with us or whatever. And y'all said, no, we wanna be over here with you. We think it's important we come sit over here with you at the table, even though I know anytime you get a moment, you're gonna cut the legs right from under us. Even though we know this has been going on for decades, we know this already, but we love toxicness. We wanna come right back over here with you. We got thriving cities across the country. We have thriving people and communities and things like that across the country, but that ain't good enough. We want to come sit at your table. Wow. Ain't nothing wrong with mixing and mingling. There's a point where you overstay your welcome. You need to get up and take your ass home. That's just me, how I feel about the situation. We don't need no DEI. We don't need no inclusivity. We need to be united. We need to get our ROI on the investments that we make into our people. And right now, the return that we're getting on the investments that we're making to our people are slim to none. We're not getting no returns because we're not making any investments. That's just the bottom line. Ain't no DEI initiative gonna help that. Oh, you get to sell your hair grease at Target? Then what you gonna do? You're gonna take your phone, you're gonna go to Target and you take a picture or a selfie. Look, I got my shit on here. You bitches need to catch up, bitches. Come on, man. Gotta get it together. We gotta get it together. As a community, as a whole. We're fucking up. Reverend Al Sharpton doesn't have the answers. If he did, we'd be in a better position. He's been this dude in the public eye, our leader, our fearless leader in the black community for X amount of years and no results. Or you see the result. Just look out your window. Look out your window. And if you don't see what I see, you need to stop crying about DEI. If you look out your window and you see a Lambo sitting out there, you see a Rolls Royce, you see fresh green, what you call it, Oklahoma grass or whatever the grass is called. And it's cut and it's maintained. And you got a big ass fucking driveway with 6 cars in it. You need to stop crying about DEI. If you don't look out the window and you don't see trash in the streets, you don't see the dumpsters over flooded with fucking trash and mattresses and furniture and raccoons running around and shit, stray cats running through the fucking yards, homeless people at the stop sign at the corner asking for change and shit. You can't walk to the corner store without somebody asking you for some spare change outside. If you don't see none of that shit, if you don't see none of that, we're not in the same boat. And you need to stop hollering. You out of touch. You out of touch with what we got going on. I know I go to Target. I go to pick up something at Target because I need something. It's not my preferred choice, right? But it ain't because of their diversity and equity and inclusion program. I never been there or not been there because I thought that they had I just seen the store that I needed to go shop in, and I went to go shop in, and ain't nobody said, hey nigga, you ain't supposed to be here. They said, hey, welcome to Target. Hi, did you find everything that you needed? The little old lady at the counter, she gonna laugh with me and she gonna joke. You know, she's gonna smile and she's gonna ask me about my day. She gonna tell me about her cats and her grandkids. I'm just saying. I'm 41 years old, I ain't never been to no store, no establishment that said, blacks ain't welcome. And you're gonna say, well, they treat you like it. Oh, they watch you like you're gonna steal something, whatever. Have you ever been into a black store where black people run things? They got no fucking customer service skills at all. They don't care, they don't even talk to you. Boop. Yeah, bitch, yeah, I whipped that bitch ass, bitch. Yeah, boop, boop, boop. Oops. Can I get the total? It's on the screen. See him on the phone, nigga. Terrible customer service is not a race thing. Terrible business is not a race thing. But it just seems to be more predominant in the black community. So, don't tell me about going to a different store, going to other stores and all this type of stuff, shopping in different places because they have terrible attitudes. They don't like black people. We can't pull the race card every single time something happens. You up in these people's store acting crazy, acting like you about to steal something, stealing shit. And then when you get called and people tell you you need to get out their store, you being too fucking loud, acting like a fucking, like this is the playground or something, and they say get out my store, it ain't racism. That means just get your ass out my store. We ain't got time for this shit. Oh no, I'm getting to a point where I'm just talking shit now. So I'm gonna exit until the next episode. Y'all be easy out here. And do me a favor, go shop at Target if you want to. We got black people, we got black babies that work at Target that are trying to pay their rent, that are trying to pay, get through school, trying to pay a car note, need some groceries. And so they take their ass and they clock in at Target. That's it. That's all.